So in the previous video, the example was kept at the step 36 kilometers upon upstream speed plus 36 kilometers upon downstream speed, upstream and downstream, and the total time was taken 8 hours. Correct? Taking out the 36 outside, we get 1 upon 12 plus x and plus 1 upon 12 minus x is equal to 8. Therefore, 36 into bracket cross multiplying 12 minus x plus 12 plus x upon see upon 12 plus x into 12 minus x, simple cross multiplication, is equal to 8 hours. We have seen in the previous video, time is equal to distance upon speed. So this becomes 36 into bracket, these two will get cut, 24 upon c, 12 plus x, 12 minus x, it is a plus b, a minus b, so 12 square minus x square is equal to 8. Therefore, now taking this identity to this side, so 36 into bracket 24 is equal to 8 into bracket 12 square minus x square. Okay. Now, this 8 will come this side. 36 into bracket a into 24 upon 8 is equal to 144 minus x square. 12 square is 144. So 8 ones are 8 threes are. Therefore, it is 36 into 3 is equal to 144 minus x square. Therefore, 108 is equal to 144 minus x square. And now, taking out that x square to this side, x square is equal to, otherwise 0 is equal to 144 minus 108 minus x square. So it will be 0 is equal to 36 minus x square. Take this x square to left hand side. X square is equal to 36. X square is equal to 36. So take square root So x is equal to plus minus 6. Therefore, x is equal to minus 6 or x is equal to 6. You know, speed cannot be negative. Speed cannot be negative. Speed cannot be negative. Therefore, speed of a boat in still water is equal to x is equal to 6 kilometers per hour. Once again I am explaining. We assumed x as a speed of boat in the still water. In the drawing, I have explained you in the downstream speed of water plus speed of boat, this one, and upstream water will oppose and boat will cross it. So this is downstream, this is upstream. Total distance is 36 kilometers. Total distance is 36 kilometers. So according to physics, distance upon speed is equal to time. That person has taken, Pratik has taken going from point A to point B, and from point B to point A, 8 hours he has consumed. So when he has used 8 hours, the total traveling is this one. The total traveling is this one. Taking out 36 common, we got by cross multiplying, we got this one. X got cancelled, 24 upon this identity. Then this identity we have taken this side, and 8 we have taken this side. So it has become 36 into 24 upon 8 is equal to 144 minus x square. So it is 108, 144. Now we have taken 108 to this side. 144 minus 108 is 36. We have taken this x square to this side. And final answer is x square is equal to 36. Take square root, we got this one. Square root, this one. So speed cannot be negative. So rejecting this, we got x is equal to 6. Therefore, speed cannot be negative. Speed of the boat in the still water is 6 kilometers per hour. Clear? Formula of physics, distance upon speed is equal to time. We have used here. Clear? Nice. Now, the 8th example. Pintu takes 6 days more to complete a certain work than Nishu. दो लोग हैं, that is Nishu and Pintu. Pintu is a lazy person, I think, because he takes 6 days more to complete the same work compared to Nishu. Together they finished the work in 4 days. How many days would each take to complete the same work if they were alone? So, Nishu अगर X दिन में काम कर रहा है, purposely I am speaking in Hindi to make you understand. Nishu, if Nishu makes the work, completes the work in 1 day, 6 days more. That Pintu takes 6 days more. मतलब he is completing in 7 days. So, Nishu is faster and that Pintu is slower. Correct? Nishu is faster and that Pintu is slower. So what to do now? You have to assume let Nishu takes X days to complete the work. Correct? Therefore, Pintu takes x plus 6 days. 6 days more than Nishu. So he completes the work in x days. So in one day, Nishu completes 1 upon x part of work. See, I will explain this idea. There is a work, total days it takes x. So part will be 1 upon x. And the total will be x upon x, the full work. So this is the idea. To complete full work, he takes x days. So in one day, 1 upon x. Similarly, and Pintu takes 1 upon x plus 6 days. Pintu completes 1 upon x plus 6 part of work in one day. One day, Nishu completes 1 upon x part of the work and Pintu completes 1 upon x plus 6 part of the work. 1 means full that work. So in one day divided by days. So if they work together, they finish the work. They finish the work in 4 days. 4 days. Pintu is slower, Nishu is faster, but they work together and they finish that work in just 4 days. In 4 days, the work is going to complete. In 4 days, the work is going to complete. So there are 4 parts of that work. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in one day, they will complete 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and total will be 4 by 4, full work finished. Understand this concept? In 4 days, they are completing full work. So, in the same fashion, we have taken 1 upon x part. In 4 days, full work. So, in one day, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4. On first day, second day, third day, 1/4 part, 1/4 part, 1/4 part, and 1/4 part. They are going to finish. So, this is the work done by Nishu. The work done by Nishu in one day is 1 upon x part plus work done by Pintu is 1 upon x plus 6. And it shows in one day they will finish 1 by 4 part. You get clear this thing? Nishu finishes 1 upon x part of the work. They are faster or slower, that doesn't matter. 1 upon x part of the work. Pintu finishes 1 upon x plus 6 part of the work. But when they work together, they finish in 4 days. So when they are finishing 4 days, the work done in one day is 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4, and 1. And fourth day, the full work is finished. So in one day, they will do 1 by 4 part of work, both of them. So this is by cross multiplication, x plus 6 plus x upon x into bracket x plus 6 is equal to 1 by 4, is equal to 1 by 4. Now to make the linear quadratic equation, we have to solve this. So this will be 2x plus 6 upon x square plus 6x is equal to 1 by 4. Correct? Again cross multiplication, it will be 4 into bracket 2x plus 6 is equal to x square plus 6x. Therefore, it will be 8x plus 24 is equal to x square plus 6x. Taking out to the RHS, 0 is equal to x square plus 6x minus 8x minus 24. After that, x square minus 2x minus 24 is equal to 0. Interchanging the sides. First we transfer the things and then interchange. So there will be no sign change. So see, to get this equation, again I am explaining the same thing to make you understand. Nishu takes x days, full x days to finish that work. And that Pintu takes x plus 6 days, 6 days more than the Nishu. So in one day, they will finish 1 upon xth part, 1 upon xth part of the work. So Nishu will finish 1 upon x part in one day. Pintu will finish 1 upon x plus 6th part of the work. This is work done by them in one day. But if they work together, they will finish in 4 days. So 4 days full work is completed. In 4 days full work is completed. In one day they will do 1 upon 4th part of the work. 1 upon 4th part of the work. So work done by Nishu in one day, work done by Pintu in one day. When both are added, their total work in one day, total work done by them in one day when they work together, is 1 by 4th part of the full work. So after that, we have cross multiplied and we got the equation. Now minus 24 will get two factors. Minus 6, we need minus means minus 6 into 4. So using these numbers, x square minus 6x plus 4x minus 24 is equal to 0. Correct? So taking out common, x into bracket x minus 6 and plus 4 into bracket x minus 6 is equal to 0. Correct? Therefore, x minus 6 and x plus 4 is equal to 0. And now, equating with zeros, x minus 6 is equal to 0 or x plus 4 is equal to 0. Therefore, x is equal to 6 or x is equal to minus 4. So, how can be a time negative, days negative? Days cannot be negative. Days cannot be negative. Therefore, days cannot be negative. Accepting x is equal to 6. Therefore, Nishu and Pintu will finish that in 6 days. This type of answer you may expect. But what they have asked is the number of days cannot be negative. So, if they work alone, then if they work alone, if they work alone, Nishu will finish that work, complete that work, whatever it may be, complete that work in x is equal to 6 days. X is equal to 6 days. And Pintu will finish, Pintu alone will finish that work in x plus 6 is equal to 6 plus 6 is equal to 12 days. So, as first impression, if they work alone, Nishu is faster, so he will complete in 6 days, same work in 6 days, and Pintu will finish in x plus 6, that is 12 days will be taken by that Pintu. I think you should go for such examples. Don't avoid them. Try to understand the main points. If some work is completed in 10 days, so in one day it will be 1/10 part of the work. Suppose you are finishing one work in 15 days, so in one day it will be finished 1/15th part. Clear? It's nice. Examples are very nice. The beauty of the quadratic equation lies in such examples. Now the ninth question is, with your old knowledge, dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. All of you know this. So, now I am reading the example. If 460 is divided by the natural number, if 460 is divided by a natural number, 460 is a dividend. 460 is a dividend. Is equal to 460 is the dividend. The quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. Quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. 6 more 5 times the divisor. 6 more means we have to add 6. 5 times means we have to multiply by 5 to whom? To divisor. So we must know the divisor. So suppose the divisor is x. The divisor is x. So 5 times, 6 more, 6 more, what they said, 6 more than 5 times the divisor. Then quotient is, this is divisor, quotient is 6 more than 5 times the divisor. So it will be 6 plus 5 into x, 6 more than 5 times the divisor. This can be written as 5x plus 6. One more time. Suppose the divisor is x, then the quotient will be 6 more than 5 times the divisor. 6 more, 6 added, 5 times the divisor, 5 into x, divisor is x, 5x. So this is quotient and the remainder is 1. And the remainder is 1. When we put these all things together in this equation, dividend is 460 as per condition, and dividend is equal to 460. So we have got divisor, we have got quotient, we have got remainder and dividend. So 460 is equal to divisor x into bracket into the quotient 5x plus 6 plus remainder 1. Correct? Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So suppose divisor is x, quotient becomes this, and the remainder is 1. Therefore 460 is equal to 5x square plus 6x plus 1. Correct? 5 into x, 5x square, x into 6, 6x plus 1 outside. Correct? This is the equation. Now we have to solve. This is the equation we have to solve. So we have to simplify this, and it will be 0 is equal to 5x square plus 6x plus 1 minus 460. So the final is 5x square plus 6x minus 459. This can be written as x square plus 6x, 5x square minus 459 is equal to 0. So the first term have some coefficient. You must be remembering exercise of splitting the middle term. We have to multiply first term's coefficient into last term. First term into last term. So 5 into 4, minus 5 into minus 459 is equal to 2295. 2295. So it should be around 4550. 4550. Yeah, 4550. So it should be plus. So the numbers are minus 45 into plus 51. I told you these things will come only by practice. You must know how to split the term and get the same numbers which are required there. You cannot use any numbers. So we are solving this and we are getting the final answer now. It will be 5x square minus 45x plus 51x minus 459 is equal to 0. Taking out the common is a somewhat tedious job, but you must do it very nicely. 5x into bracket x minus 9 and 51 into bracket x minus 9 is equal to 0. So I told you, if your tables are perfect, your mathematical arithmetic power is good, then only you can get these things done. Therefore x minus 9 and another bracket 5x plus 51 is equal to 0. Now equating with zeros, either x minus 9 is 0 or 5x plus 51 is equal to 0. Correct? I think they have given on condition. Natural number. Yeah, it is natural. So x is equal to 9 and this side it will be 5x is equal to minus 51. Therefore, x is equal to minus 51 upon 5. This cannot be accepted since x is equal to minus 51 upon 5 is not a natural number. Is not a natural number. Therefore, x is equal to 9 means divisor is 9. Divisor is equal to x is equal to 9. What they have asked us? Find the quotient and the divisor. And quotient is equal to 5x plus 6 is equal to 5 into 9 plus 6 is equal to 45 plus 51. So divisor is equal to 9 and quotient is equal to 51. This is the final answer. Once again I am explaining you. You must know these things. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Correct? Suppose the divisor is x and the condition says quotient. What way we can get the quotient? 6 more than 5 times the divisor. 6 more than 5 times the divisor. So 6 more is plus 6 plus 5 times the divisor, it is x. So 5x plus 6 is the quotient and the remainder is 1 they have given. Putting these values in this equation, we got 460, the dividend, x is the divisor into quotient plus remainder. Then opening the brackets, adjusting and subtracting the things, we got the final equation, this one. So this is not a simple splitting the middle term. This is first coefficient of first term into last term. Coefficient of first term 5 minus 459 is 2295. 2295. And if you are stronger in the tables, you will get the things done. So I got it 45 into 50. It is a fixed number something. So if you adjust first and second number, you will get the main product. So 4550 I had done, 4551 I got. I thought 4550 is the main thing which will give us idea about the product, and we got minus 45 plus 51. So 51 is plus because we need plus 6. 51 is plus, therefore so that we can get plus 6 as a sum and product should be 2295. After that, we have put that value here. Taking out the common is very careful job. So carefully you have to do it. Then 2 brackets equating with 0. Finally, we got x is equal to 9 and x is equal to minus 51 upon 5. Minus 51 upon 5 is a not natural number. So, rejecting this, we have accepted x is equal to 9. So, divisor is 9 and quotient is 5x plus 6 is equal to 5 into 9 plus 6, 51. So, divisor is 9 and quotient is 51. Clear? The last example I am going to give you as a homework. I have solved 9 examples out of 10. One example you have to do to squeeze your brain. Okay? Thank you. This finishes our quadratic equations. Now I am starting geometry second lesson, Pythagoras theorem. Please be ready for Pythagoras theorem. Your compass boxes must be with you to draw the good things. All drawings must be with pencil. All drawings must be with pencil. No pen drawings are allowed. When school will reopen, we are going to check your fair notebooks. Keep them ready. Yesterday I have sent some master, no, not master, what do you say, notes of science 1, which is called model answers. I got them from Pune. One of my friend is living in Pune. He has sent me the details of Science 1 and Science 2. As we finish one lesson, I am sending the notes of first lesson. We are going to finish the second lesson where I am sending the second lesson. This way you will get the model answers. You can check the answering technique is totally different. There is one give reason. At the center of the earth, the gravitational force is 0. They have written there um, half of the earth is pulling and half of the earth is not pulling. So these two parts, force applied by these two parts, top to center and center to bottom, these two forces cancel each other. Therefore, the gravitational force at center is 0. Gravitational acceleration at the center is 0. This type of out of box answers you will get from these notes. Your notes are with you, but these are model answers made by some intellectual people with whom I am in contact for more than 25 years. So they are giving me, I am catering you. When I am sending them, it is in the mobile. So they may not be in the series. Some lines may be up and down. So you have to go to your brain and ask him to help you to make the answer perfect. Nothing is wrong in that, but you have to be very careful while writing those notes. And this finishes our quadratic equation lesson number 2 of algebra. I am starting lesson number 2 of geometry. Regarding exams, we are starting very soon, so be prepared. Some students are not sending the practice. They are thinking they are wise people. Their parents must take care of them. Tell them these things and these times are testing times. So they are in SSC, so they should behave with responsibility. Once school reopens, there will be short time to complete the portion. So they will finish very fast. Be careful. At present, I am moving very slowly. My staff is moving very slowly. I have given them 15 days holiday because they are not going to get any holiday after June. So please remember and act accordingly. Clear? Thank you.